against a Swedish side on the brink of reaching a first major tournament in 8 years. Huge games in this group over the course of today and Monday. Later on this evening, Croatia take on the Netherlands. The top 3 teams make it to EuroBasket 2022 in the group. Croatia already there, but it's so tight between the remaining 3. Netherlands with the edge at the moment. They will officially qualify along with Sweden if the Swedes win this first game here today. I'm Tim Long. We're at the Besiktas Akatlar Arena in Istanbul. It is crunch time for these two. Sweden, who beat Turkey by 7 back on game day 2. A win here sees them reach the EuroBasket for the first time since 2013. But they can also be eliminated today if they lose this one by 8 points or more and the Netherlands beat Croatia later this evening. Huge boost to them to have Jonas Jerebko on the roster under Hugo Lopez, the 45-year-old who's also in charge of Real Valladolid in his native Spain. And it is crunch time indeed for Turkey. This is it, now or never. The 2001 silver medalists' qualification hopes will be extinguished with a defeat here this afternoon. A win puts them back in the mix, though, before they face Croatia here on Monday. Led out by Shane Larkin, along with Meli Mamutolu, 2 big players to provide a big boost in a big moment. Larkin made his long-awaited national team debut in the November window. He put up 12 points and 5 assists against Croatia. And then a game-winning 23 points and 9 assists against the Netherlands for Orhan Enner's team. The coach, part of the Turkey side that won silver back at the 2001 EuroBasket. His 4th tournament finals at the EuroBasket as a player. We'll pause now for the 2 national anthems. Turkey have been regular competitors at EuroBasket ever since 1993. Claimed silver on home soil in 2001 when they lost to Yugoslavia in the final. They've struggled since then, though. Went out at the round of 16 to Spain as one of the 4 host nations in the last edition in 2017, when they finished with an overall record of 2-4. Sweden have qualified for 10 EuroBaskets but failed to qualify for the last 2. Their last tournament came in Slovenia in 2013 when they failed to get out of the group, winning just 1 of their 5 games. In fact, their win over Russia was their first victory at a EuroBasket tournament since 1993. Borg, Masamba, Jeparovic, Jerebko and Biergander, the starting 5 for Sweden. Jonas Jerebko, who had a decade in the NBA before moving to the EuroLeague, the biggest name, and making his first appearance for Sweden since that 2013 EuroBasket tournament. Hugo Lopez, the Spanish head coach, he was the NBL Canada Coach of the Year in 2016 while in charge of the Halifax Hurricanes. Turkey boosted by big names as well for these crucial games. This third and final qualifying window for EuroBasket 2022. It's time to unload all of the firepower. Nobody has more than Shane Larkin in that regard. And he just came off the back of an MVP week in the EuroLeague a couple of nights ago here in Istanbul against Olympiacos. Put up 21 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds and 3 steals to win weekly MVP honours. Melimar Mutolu has come across from Fenerbahce, having played last night in that same competition. And Sertaç Şanlı is a club teammate of Larkin at Anadolu Efes, a big presence on the interior. And they give a start as well to the talented 18-year-old Alperen Şengün of Beşiktaş, who plays his club basketball here in this arena. Orhan Ener, over the past decade, he's had head coach roles at some of Turkey's biggest clubs, the likes of Tofaş Bursa, Darüşşafaka and Banvit. What a big weekend here in Istanbul this is for him and his nation. Turkey just 1-3 so far in this campaign. They were upset by 7 points at home to the Netherlands on game day 1 before losing by 7 again in Sweden. When the Swedes shot the lights out from long range, they made 15 threes at 50% accuracy. Turkey will need better perimeter defense here this evening. They then lost by 17 against Croatia at the start of the last window here in Istanbul, before keeping their campaign alive with a dramatic 2-point win over Holland 2 days later. Sweden 1-3 as well. They started in September of 2018, having to get past Denmark and Belarus in the pre-qualifiers. And then in the first window of this group, this time last year, they lost by 16 to Croatia in Zagreb before a stunning 3-point shooting show to beat Turkey 87-80 in Stockholm. And then in the second window in Istanbul last November, they lost by just 2 against the Netherlands before a 15-point loss, Croatia 2 days later. Turkey ready and raring to go, out on the floor already, followed by Sweden. Shane Larkin hoping to steal the spotlight perhaps, although he won't mind so long as somebody gets the job done. Here we go then. Turkey, former silver medalists in Europe and at the World Cup, ranked 15th in the world. A growing basketball power, very much in danger of being shut down. Sweden, the surprise package. 40 places deeper into the FIBA rankings, never placing on a podium, but looking for a win that would see them reach a major tournament for the first time in 8 years. A seismic qualification confrontation. Places at EuroBasket 2022 hanging in the balance in Istanbul. And what a start for Sweden. A score after 5 or 6 seconds from Simon Biergander, the 2'10" centre. Not what Turkey were looking for on this make or break, all or nothing, win or stay home afternoon for them. They missed their first shot. They ripped down the offensive rebound, though. Shane Larkin, he can do it inside and out. Prodding and probing on the perimeter already, working with Chandler, his club teammate. They'll turn it over, though. And Sweden down the floor in transition. Put the brakes on the three-point attempt from Jerebko. And they look to post up near side instead with Birgander going to work, stepping through, and called for a travel in the end after the defense from Chandler. A somewhat nervy start perhaps for Turkey. Larkin to try and settle the nerves. Up against Masamba, the 35-year-old veteran. They swing it around to Gökçen and Koksel. Galatasaray player back to Larkin. Draws the attention of the defense. Nice pass inside and the throwdown in an emphatic way for Turkey to get up and running. The Chandler assist and the 18-year-old taking out his frustration on the rim. Alperen Şengün with the big-time blow. Jerebko, cool and composed on the perimeter, answers right back. Melimamu Tolu gets it back from the far side from Koksel. It's going to be a 2 if it goes, and it does, right on the money from Sertaç Şanlı. 2 meters 14, 7-foot center. Jerebko fading backwards on the long 2, misses this time. Koksel. Chandler across to Larkin, then runs interference on the perimeter. Mamu Tolu to Chandler, completely free to try and attack down the lane, passed up the mid-ranger at the stripe, and then bump bodies with his opponent, Şengün. He's made an inspired start, though, the 18-year-old power forward. Mamu Tolu. Back to Larkin, locked and loaded. He's called for a travel, Shane Larkin. Not at his best just yet. And this is a man who, in round 11 of last season, set a new EuroLeague single-game scoring record of 49 points. And he tied the competition's all-time record of 10 three-pointers made as well. And then hit another 10 three-pointers against Olympiacos later in the same season when he scored 40 points. He's the only player ever to have 2 40-point-plus games in that competition. Turkey looking to take the lead for the first time here. A powerful move down the baseline once more by Alperen Şengün, who certainly means business, and he puts the foul on Jerebko. The 18-year-old showing no fear going up against the NBA and EuroLeague veteran. Jerebko was a member of the NBA Rookie All-Star game and All-Rookie second team back in 2010. Spent a decade in the NBA before returning to Europe in 2019. Şengün playing his third qualifier here with the national team. He's averaged 9.6 rebounds, 2.5 rebounds, 1.5 steals over the first 2. Turkey starting to play a bit of defense here. Larkin. Plenty of movement behind the perimeter. Mamu Tolu, an excellent three-point shooter, can't get free. Might try and do so working with his teammate Chandler. Chandler shoots the long 2, doesn't go this time for him after making one further out earlier on in the game. It's a foul on Christopher Cherapovic, who was Sweden's MVP of the November window. He put up 21 points against the Netherlands and then 14 against Croatia. Turkey have their first lead here. And once again at the line, it's that man, Alperen Şengün. This is the second. He's been Turkey's brightest player so far. Tobias Borg. Squeezed it in, Simon Biergander, despite being confronted on the edge of the paint. Young centre who spent the last 2 years with Juventud Badalona. Played in the Spanish League and the Euro Cup. Three-point shot far side, doesn't go down. Knocked over the sideline. And Sweden not hanging around. And a travel call. Trying to ignite the fast break, Sweden. Not waiting for Turkey to get back to full strength, but an extra step from Christopher Cherapovic. And a turnover. Coxell wide open for three. Chandler's going to take it, misses. The big centre looking for the big shot. Masamba across to the far side. That'll be the first foul on Turkey in the game. 4.5 minutes in. Sweden have 2. And Chandler, who's got it. The three-point shot is not his game, but he just couldn't resist being left so wide open on the perimeter. Jerebko gets it back from Masamba. He's knocked down to 3 already, Jerebko. Might line up another here. Falls short, long rebound, poked by Mahmoud Tolu, won back by Jerebko though. Now they're short-handed on defense. Corner 3 for Sweden, and they string it to go up by 4. Christopher Cherapovic, who had 12 points in the game day 2 win against Turkey. Gets his first score here this afternoon. Larkin fires it back in. Chandler down the lane, high off the window. In traffic, couldn't convert. Again, Sweden with the bit between their teeth there, all the way to the basket for the score. Tobias Borg, a chance at a three-point play to stretch the Swedish lead to 7. Turkey got themselves ahead at 6-5. There's a chance here for Sweden to make this an 8-0 run. Chandler goes to the bench for Turkey. Borg goes to the line for Sweden. And he converts as well. He's averaged 8 points, 3.3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.3 steals across this campaign. A big three-point play here. 7 is the Swedish lead. Second foul on Chandler as well, so he's in trouble now. One of Turkey's key players, Larkin, gets hit. Away from the ball handler, Gökçen and Coxell. They've gone with a smaller lineup now, Turkey. It's always going to be smaller when Chandler makes way, but Jerebko's going out for Sweden as well. His second foul. Those 2 players might be preserved now for the rest of this quarter at least. Inside, strong offense. Alperen Şengün switching onto the left and scoring off the pass from Larkin. Looking like a special player. The 18-year-old who's now got 6 points. 5 is the gap. Twisting and turning on that pivot foot, trying to manufacture just an inch to get the shot away, but missing was Cherapovic. Larkin again. That's a lovely pass inside once more. Same combination, same outcome as the teenager turns it on again. Back-to-back Larkin assists, back-to-back Şengün baskets. He's got 8 of Turkey's 10 points. And a chance to add 1 more from the stripe. Missed a few free throws already, Turkey. It's 2 of 5 now. But they are back within 3. Having trailed by 8. Or 7, in fact. Masamba, shot clock down to 6. 3-point shot disrupted, picked up underneath the basket after Margheriti was blocked. Larkin quickly down the floor. Now it's Turkey chomping at the bit on offense. It's still their ball. Sweden haven't solved the problem of the Larkin-Şengün connection yet. Larkin breaks free. Left hand dribble drive to the elbow, forced back out by Borg. Gets it back again. Fires the 3, and what a block that was, coming away from the blind side of Shane Larkin by Tobias Borg. And Sweden in transition get a trip to the foul line. But a brilliant block from Borg. The 184 guard sticking with one of the best players on the continent. And that ignited the fast break that led to the foul shots. Latest fouls on Samet Gayik, making his first appearance of this campaign, the 28-year-old power forward. Margheriti knocking down the foul shots to stretch the Swedish lead back to 5. It's been a really exciting opening 7 minutes. Plenty of tension in the Istanbul air. Larkin. Deep 3-point shot. Rims out for Tunçer. Another Anadolu Efes player might get a second bite to the cherry here, Tunçer, and he misses that one as well. Pantsar, the 20-year-old guard in the game for Sweden. Just slowing it down in the half court. Borg. Margheriti in the corner. Wants to drive into the lane. Draws the double team. Kicks back out. Step in. Long range 2 is too long. And Turkey protect their backboard. Larkin looking down the field. Not scored yet, Larkin. He's only taken the 1 shot. Şengün, he's done all the scoring for Turkey. They collapse on him. A little bit of space in the lane. They try and find Şengün though. Tunçer with the wraparound in tight quarters turns it over. Borg, stop and pop 3. And a foul underneath. It'll be a nervy evening. The second foul, so it is on Turkey. Both teams have 4 fouls now in this quarter. The next foul for either team's defense will send the opposition offense to the foul line for the remainder of this first period. Pantsar got free momentarily, skips through the paint, throws it overhead, goes to the line for 2. Gayik with 3 fouls, despite being on the floor for only about 3 minutes. Alvin Pantsar, another talented young player. He's averaged 17 minutes through this qualifying campaign for Sweden. It goes to the bench, and in comes Furkan Haltali, another Beşiktaş teenager. 2'6" centre. Pantsar's been a real live wire in this campaign, averaged 4.5 assists in that 17 minutes, but he's not shot the ball well. No problem at the line. He's only shooting 25% from the field through the previous 4 games. Sweden are back up by 7, tying their largest lead, and we'll have a timeout in the final 2 minutes of the first quarter.
hata. Tamam mı? Şeyinle slip screen'le açılır. Tamam mı? Bir daha gittiğimizde ondan sonraki ofenste bir kere biraz daha baskılı almamız lazım. Herkes geri kaçıyor. Tamam mı? Baskılı almamız lazım. Bir daha gittiğimizde de şeyine oynayacağız. Elbow şeyine zipper oynayacağız. Tamam mı? Buradan çıkarıp verdikten sonra spacing.
Haydi beyler hadi.
Big timeout for Turkey, trailing by 7. They haven't got the offense flowing yet. Only 2 scorers in 8 minutes of play. 8 points for Şengün and a long 2 for Sertaç Şanlı, who's since gone to the bench after picking up his second foul. Larkin has 2 assists, but he's only taken 1 shot and missed it. Sweden have had a really good spread on the offensive end for their 17 points. Simon Birgander, the leading scorer, with 4. And 3 players on 3, a couple on 2. Posing plenty of problems to the hosts already. An extended timeout. Presumably there's something that's being dealt with over on the scorers table. It's a 10-17 lead for Sweden. They've been able to shoot the ball well, get to the foul line to make a perfect 5 of 5. Turkey have been torrid, particularly from the 3-point line. 0 of 5 so far. And also from the free throw strike, where they're just 2 of 5. Really extended break here for the 2 head coaches to try and have a word with their team, and that probably benefits Turkey more. That was a big moment for them to get up and running. They haven't had too many bright spots in this first quarter since. Chandler's fake and pass, Şengün's throw down. He's been the one player really bringing it. The 18-year-old Alperen Şengün, with the weight of a nation on his shoulders. 8 points in 8 minutes on court. A perfect 3 of 3 from the field. He's also the man who's taken all 5 of their free throws and only made 2 of them. He's grabbed 4 rebounds, including 2 on the offensive end. Got 1 block on an already impressive stat line. Looks like we're getting ready to get back underway. We'll see, or maybe not. The players are going for a few shots out on the court instead, and trying to stay warm, so that perhaps even alludes to a further break while we sort out whatever the issue is here in Beşiktaş. Arena in Istanbul. But played only around 8 minutes. Turkey, who know that this is it for them. A defeat would disqualify them from any chance of making EuroBasket 2022. We're going to have to try and regroup and refocus and come out firing as soon as we can get back underway. Just to reiterate the situation with regards to the group to you, Turkey are done if they lose. They will qualify if they win by 13 or more here. They will also qualify if they win by 8 or more and the Netherlands beat Croatia. That's what could happen today. Sweden will qualify with a win in this one. They will be out of contention if they lose by 8 or more and the Netherlands win against Croatia later on. Croatia, of course, already through with the perfect 4-0 record at the top of the group. Let's take a look back at some key moments. Candler's long two, that the only other score for Turkey from somebody that's not Alperen Şengün. Borg has been bright. Birgander started well for Sweden. Looking like a real team. Birgander making his first appearance of this campaign as well. Borg has made some big plays, scoring and facilitating, and also on defense with that block on Shane Larkin's three. Just under 2 minutes to play in the first. We're back underway. Turkey with the ball, down by 7 though. What have they got off the back of this long break? Plenty of movement. Nice baseline cut and pretty finish on the reverse from Bograhan Tunçer. Beautiful Turkish team basketball. A perfect way, perhaps, to reignite their fight. Panzer. Picked off. Excellent defense from Hazard. And Turkey can look to build momentum. Larkin to the far side. Bounce pass, trying to squeeze it past Birgander. Didn't quite thread the eye of the needle. But Seamus Hazard, the 22-year-old wearing the number 2, has come in and provided a real spark for Turkey. They swing it around to the corner. Three-pointer off the mark, despite the good luck and the good ball movement. Final minute of the first. Larkin with the steal and the quarterback pass into the end zone and the touchdown for Tunçer. He's hit mid-air as well, and a chance to complete a three-point play. Back-to-back scores for Bograhan Tunçer. It's a third assist for Larkin as well in this opening quarter. And off the back of a big defensive steal. Larkin's gone to the bench. Tunçer's gone to the line. And got Turkey back within a couple. 5 points for Tunçer, all coming over the last minute or so. Defensive intensity provided by Hazard. Just talked about him being a spark since coming in, and he's getting the plaudits from his teammates. He's only been on the floor for 2.5 minutes, but got a steal and an assist already. And he's disrupted this Swedish offense so far. There's still plenty of time on the shot clock. Nice footwork in the lane. Not the drop, though, for Johan Löfberg, who had 14 points in the game day 2 win over Turkey. And the shot clock's now turned off at the end of the first. Turkey looking for the tie, maybe even the lead. Tunçer, entry pass inside, back out, three-point shot for the go-ahead. Good for Berk Urulu, as Turkey lead from 7 down. And they cling on to that lead at the end of the first. Off the back of that long break, an 8-0 Turkey run. They lead 18-17 at the end of one. Look at the numbers. Turkey shooting a good percentage inside, struggling on the perimeter until that make in the closing seconds. They'd missed their first 6 threes. Turkey in this must-win matchup were really struggling early on. Biergander getting inside. He had a couple of scores. Larkin did provide a couple of assists that time. It was passed on by Chandler inside for the Schengen throwdown that got Turkey up and running. But Sweden had a couple of 7-point leads, including one with less than 2 minutes of the quarter to play. Larkin called for a travel on the perimeter on one occasion, was blocked on the perimeter as well. Took a while to get going, but then finished the quarter with 3 assists, and a couple of them connecting with the 18-year-old Alperen Şengün. Sweden still went up by 7 though, heading into that break. Big 3-point play from Tobias Borg. And then an assist for him to Biergander. But Hazard provided the spark off the back of the break. Lovely baseline cut and finish from Tunçer off the Hazard assist, and then Larkin's long-range pass for Tunçer. 5 quick-fire points for him, and an 8-0 finish to the first for Turkey. They lead 18-17. You can keep up to date with all of the scores, all of the stats, all of the stories on the official EuroBasket app. We talked about Turkey needing a better spread on the offensive end. Şengün was doing it all in the opening 8 minutes. Those 8 points in the final 2 minutes came through 2 different scorers, Tunçer and Urulu. And they start the second with a 1-point lead and the 3-point shot to try and extend it. Rebound ripped down by Margaritti. Pansar, the 20-year-old, controlling the ball for Sweden. See their players on the court at the moment. I assure you there is 5 of them. 3-point shot far side, skims the rim and goes behind Turkey possession. Anderson, Borg, Löfberg, Margaritti and Pansar, the 5 for Sweden. Biersun, Hazard, Şengün, Tunçer and Urulu for Turkey. And they're looking for the first score of the quarter. High catch from Biersun, who's in only for the first time over the last couple of minutes. Offensive rebound and the stick back for Şengün, who's putting on a clinic. The teenager playing beyond his years. 10 points on perfect shooting from the field. And 6 rebounds, 3 on the Swedish backboard. He's already over his campaign average for points. He's tied his campaign average for rebounds, and he's over his average for offensive rebounds, and he's only played 9.5 minutes. Tunçer goes out and played a key role in this comeback. Turkey have now scored the last 11 points without reply. Löfberg. Pansar feeding it inside, trying to get free. Anderson forces it up and in against his opposite number, Biersun. Denzel Anderson, the 24-year-old forward who, over 2 previous qualifiers, has averaged 12 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. He led Sweden superbly in the game day 4 defeat to Croatia with team highs of 22 points, 8 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 steals and 2 blocks. Team highs in 5 different categories. Turkey by 2. Here's Demirolu. Biersun, pirouette into the paint and a foul. That Anderson miss which failed to complete the three-point play at the other end for Sweden, was their first missed foul shot of the game. They'd hit their previous 5. Turkey are only 4 of 7. They're there again, this time with Metecan Biersen. Plays his club basketball with Pinar Karşıyaka. Able to get them this time. After making just 3 of their first 6, they've now made 3 in a row. Pantsar sits down his opponent, no foul. Charles Barton Jr. on the bounce to the far side, passing lane blocked off. Pantsar picks up the pieces. 7 seconds to work with here. Pantsar up against Şengün, far side, 3-point shot over the hoop, time running out. Pantsar from distance, and he's saying he got hit. Turkey saying it's a shot clock violation. And the officials with so much to keep an eye on. Melvin Pantsar, pretty sure, released the shot in time. Certainly might be worth another look though. They have called it as a foul on the 3-point shot. What a play from the 20-year-old guard, Melvin Pantsar, who was well aware of the limited time remaining. It's a bad foul from Turkey though, because he was so deep and he's not been a good shooter through this qualifying campaign. He has, however, been a good shooter from the stripe so far here this afternoon. Perfect 5 of 5 so far. I think it's 6 of 6. He certainly gets the shot away. He certainly fouled. Doğuşer's Demirolu, the guilty man. 5 of 5 it is from the stripe, in fact, for Pantsar. Larkin's back on the floor. Looking to combine with Şengün again. He gets to the basket, denied though by Jerebko. And here comes Sweden with Pantsar, and a foul at centre court, this time on Hazard. Jonas Jerebko, playing for the Swedish national team for the first time in 8 years, makes a big defensive play. Back in off the bench, and back with a big block. And now Sweden looking to try and take the lead. Strong drive to the basket, knocked away though into the hands of Larkin after the move from Löfberg. Larkin fizzes far side, his teammate mishandles though. That's tough to take. Berk Urulu, who couldn't grab the ball. You look at this Turkish performance though, and you think they've not quite functioned in the way that they would want to. They're still ahead, and they still haven't had Shane Larkin score. That's only positive. More to come, surely. Barton takes on the 3. Rebound grabbed by Urulu. Hazard. 3 minutes into the second here, spots a gap, blazes into it. Left-hand dribble drive through the paint and finishes on the reverse. He's been a spark plug for Turkey so far. Only his second appearance of this campaign, Seamus Hazard. He only played 5.5 minutes in his first. Two points, a rebound, an assist and a steal now. Nice pass, far side. There's the handoff on the perimeter from Chandler, who's back in after 2 early fouls. Larkin for 3, got it! Just his second shot. And Shane Larkin drills it. And Turkey lead by 6, their largest lead. Masamba. Gets it back from Jerebko. Shot clock down to the final 4 here. Masamba, the veteran, gets it to go somehow. Thomas Masamba. He halves the deficit. Larkin up against Masamba again. Wants to blaze past him. Goes behind the back. Crosses over. Putting all the moves on the 35-year-old and drawing the foul. That three-point basket has got Shane Larkin in the mood now. Man who shot 51% from downtown in the EuroLeague last season, making 3.5 a game on average. Chandler, here is Larkin. Final seconds of the shot clock. Masamba sticking with him this time. Step back, three-point shot, far side, another for Turkey. And Alperen Şengün showing what he can do from range as well. $14 for Şengün now. And there's a foul on Larkin. Turkey missed their first 6 attempts from long range. They've since hit 3 of their last 4. Larkin first and then Şengün with the great handle, step back and the pinpoint precision. Still close to the midway point of the second quarter, down by 5. Another live wire move from Seamus Hazar to ignite the Turkish fire. Hazar has been excellent and that time got some hang time. Masamba and then the three-point shot, Cherapovic misses. Turkey by 7, but an offensive rebound. Cherapovic again. Jerebko, little razzle-dazzle assist behind the back to his fellow big man Birgander. Both teams turning it on now. 5-point gap again. Melimar Mutolu. Larkin. Chandler. The handoff to Hazar, who's looking to really make a name for himself here. Nice pass to the far side as well. Drive down the baseline and a trip to the line with 1.6 left on the shot clock. What an explosive burst to the basket. And one-handed handle all the way up to the rack from Seamus Hazar, the 22-year-old. Four points, 2 assists, a rebound and a steal for him in 9 minutes, but his all-round energy has made such a difference, particularly on the defensive end, but you start there on the offensive end. If there's one Achilles heel to the game of that young man, Alperen Şengün, it has been at the stripe. He's 5 of 6 from the field, only 3 of 7 from the line. Make it 3 of 8. Something for the teenager to work on. Jerebko. Masamba. 2 veterans of the Swedish national team combining. It'll be a trip to the line for the foul. Drawn by Birgander. Chandler goes to the bench again. Both teams at 4 fouls now for the second quarter. In fact, Turkey at 5. Still almost 4 minutes of it to play. Any further fouls from either defense until half-time will send the opposition offense to the stripe. That could play a big role with a big disparity in the free throw percentages at the moment. Sweden 9 of 11. In fact, make it 10 of 12 for 83%. Turkey just 6 of 11 for 55%. And Sweden continue to fire from the stripe, and they're back within 3. Birgander has 9 first-half points. Plenty of exciting young talent stepping up to the fore on both sides in the first half here. Melih Mahmutoglu, one of the veterans for Turkey, looking to work with Haltali, who moves away into the paint. Mahmutoglu, step back, long range 2. With the defense from Charles Barton right on top of him, Mahmutoglu shows his excellent shooting. Turkey by 5. Mesamba. Guarded by Larkin, slips it into the edge of the paint. Birgander looking back out, wants to take on his man, twisting and turning. Finds an open shooter. Barton closed out by Larkin, misses the 3. And the rebound ripped down by Beerson. Final minutes of the first half. Larkin on the bounce, draws the double team, and he's fouled as he penetrates the paint. In fact, an offensive foul on Shane Larkin. Look at the defense from Sweden here. And from Mesamba planting his feet outside the circle and taking a huge hit from Larkin. That's a wonderful effort from the 35-year-old to put his body on the line for his country. And he puts the second foul on Larkin, which could yet prove pivotal as well, with still 3 minutes of the first. On a poster. Part of a Turkish revival. 7 down to lead by 5 here in the first half. The margin could be so significant. A win by 13 or more sees Turkey into EuroBasket 2022. Contested three-point shot far side, gets nothing off the back of the timeout. Two and a half to play in the first half. It's been a fantastic watch so far. Larkin. Tuncher takes on the long 2, misses it. Beerson close to the rebound, but without being able to grab it. Mesamba to the stripe, goes back out. Plenty of time on the shot clock here. They'll try and work an opening. Turkey touch tight on defense, but good offense beating good defense that time. Once more on the interior, doing the damage, Simon Birgander. That's 11 first half points for him. He's only missed 1 shot. Larkin battling to get free to the perimeter. Mesamba trying to stick with him. He fires it back inside, gets it back again from the elbow, dishes off once more. And a 2-man basketball in the end to no avail, along with Furkan Haltali. Sweden just about plugging the gaps. There was a foul on Turkey off the back of that. They're at the foul limit, so in fact a technical called on Orhan Enne on the bench, so Jonas Jerebko will shoot the tech. Sweden 12 of 14 for 86% from the line, and now they have the ball back, trailing by 2. Borg to inbound. 7 has been the largest lead of the first half. 3-point shot for the lead for Sweden, no. Rebound secured here by Şengün. Larkin. Taking on Big Ander. Went around the big man to the basket and got fouled on his path through the paint. So Larkin to the line. He's quite surprisingly only taken 2 shots in the first half. Hit one of them. So 3 points in 16 minutes for Shane Larkin, but he's dished 3 assists and got a steal as well. Took his game to unprecedented heights with Anadolu Efes in the EuroLeague last season, a league high 22.2 points per game, as well as 4.1 assists, 1.3 steals. Those huge point hauls of 40 against Olympiacos, 49 against Bayern. Jerebko. Čarapović. They back off Big Ander, and he can't make them pay. Big offensive rebound though, and the stick back from Čarapović. Sweden back within a whisker with 48 seconds of the first half to play. We'll go to the 2 benches for a timeout called by Orhan Enne. Leading to a big 2 points for Sweden. They've led by as many as 7, the Swedes, but trailed by as many as 6. What a performance from that young man there for Turkey. Alperen Şengün, just 18 years of age, putting up 14 points, 7 rebounds, offensive rebounds and a block so far in this half. 40 seconds remaining of the second. Mahmoud Tolu, an excellent shooter, lines up the 3 and gets nothing but net. Off the back of the timeout. Played to perfection by Turkey. Mahmoud Tolu hits their 4th 3. He's got 5 points in the game now. Really had a breakout campaign back at EuroBasket 2017, Melih Mahmoud Tolu, when he averaged 14 points and shot 50% from the 3-point line. The officials have got something to check on here. 28.6 seconds remaining of the first half. Remember, it was off the back of that lengthy stoppage that Turkey mounted their comeback. They were trailing 10-17 and then produced 8 points without reply. There seems to be another issue with the clock here. They're just getting the time right. It's been a fantastic second quarter for Turkey. Really a fantastic period since the final 2 minutes of the first. They struggled over the opening 8 minutes, scoring just 10 points, but since then, 29 points in 12 minutes. Maybe the tension and the nerves from the start having an impact. And they found their flow now. There's another look at that Mahmoud Tolu 3. Again, they missed their first 6 3-point attempts. They've hit 4 of their last 5. Four-second differential between shot and game clock. A turnover from Sweden. And again, Turkey looking to capitalize after a break. Urulu. They'll try and hold it for the final shot. Mahmoud Tolu moving it on. 3 to shoot. Şengün with the responsibility. Forced into the miss without really even getting the shot away by Simon Biergander. And that will do it for a thrilling first half. That Turkey have edged 39-35 over Sweden. A must-win game for Turkey, and so far so good in that regard, but far too close for comfort. They're shooting the ball well, particularly on the inside, but also recently from 3, making 4 of their last 5. Sweden doing much better from the line, though. Doing better on the boards as well. 3 more assists for the Swedes too, although they have had 3 additional turnovers. Biergander with 11 for Sweden, but Şengün, the 18-year-old, leads all scorers in the game with 14 first points. He's also got 7 rebounds, 3 of which have come on the offensive glass. It's been a game of different runs and swings of momentum and high-flying finishes. Şengün that time, that was the first score for Turkey. It took a while to get it. Sweden were shooting well early on, had a couple of 7-point leads. Larkin was struggling on the perimeter. Biergander was throwing them down inside. Ball providing a spark to the Swedish offense as well. But Turkey much better off the back of that break with just less than 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. The kind of flow that we're seeing from Sweden on the offensive end. Turkey rediscovered themselves from that break onwards. Larkin key to that with his passing. A couple of his assists connecting with Şengün. Larkin with 3 assists in the first half. And Şengün shooting at 5 of 7 from the field for his 14 points. Playing with mentality and physicality beyond his young years. Lovely pass that time from Hazar. What an impact he made in the game. Tunçer coming down the baseline. And Tunçer with 5 quick-fire points, completed that 3-point play as well. Then his pass inside for Şengün, back out, drawing the attention of the defense, and Turkey started to light it up from long range, making 4 of their last 5. Hazar with the outside shot, the big offensive rebound and stick back from Şengün. And Hazar blazed to the basket there, and then did so to even greater effect not long afterwards, with the play of the game so far. Larkin hit his first shot as well with a 3. Samba, the veteran for Sweden, answered back, but what about this? From Seamus Hazar, from inside his own half of the floor. And a big-time finish. Sweden led by the 11 points of the 23-year-old centre, Simon Biergander, who plays his club basketball with Joventut Badalona in Spain, making his first appearance of this qualifying campaign. It's going very well so far. 11 points in 15 minutes, 4 of 6 shooting from the field, 3 of 4 from the foul line, 7 rebounds as well, and 2 of those on the Turkish backboard. That was a lovely pass from Jerebko on his return to the national team to find Biergander. Jerebko behind the back with the pretty assist on his first national team appearance in nearly 8 years. But the man of the moment is the number 23 for Turkey, Alperen Şengün, only just a man, 18 years of age, a 2'6" power forward from Beşiktaş, very much at home on his home court. 14 first half points, 5 of 7 from the field, a huge presence in the paint, 3 offensive rebounds, 4 rebounds on the defensive end as well. The only problem for him so far has been the free throw shooting, just 3 of 8 from the foul line. That could be problematic in such a close game, but he's having a wonderful impact in every other department, a steal and a block on his impressive stat line over the first 16 minutes as well.
Oh, nice play. Get out of here, says Jacob Wiley. Jacob Wiley says, not in this house. This may be your house. Big time block. Jacob Wiley. Put that on the highlight reel.
Would have wanted to try and put this one to bed as early on as they possibly could. Oh, the alley-oop, and it's thrown down with one hand by Roman Sorkin. Well, let's have another look at this. Down the other end of the floor, Tamir Black, just perfect pass.
Spisu for 3. Got it! Beautiful play. Put the defender completely off balance. Putting his defender on his backside, just ripped him one way, then the other, and great.
Şamadini gets a touch finally, kicks it, and that's what it leads to, the 3 for Sanadze. That's why it's important. Şamadini gets these touches.
Keller again with the screen. Does he force Matt? No. Banking off the glass. Magnificent. Oh, just in the circumstances.
Welcome back to Istanbul. It's half-time and a huge game in qualifying for EuroBasket 2022 between Turkey and Sweden. It has been tight and tense throughout as we see the top scorers for Sweden, who are trailing by 5 at the break. Birgander with 11. Čarapović and Pantsar each have 5. All 5 of Pantsar's coming from the foul line, which has been one of Sweden's biggest threats so far, getting to the line and making plenty of free throws. 12 of 14 from the strike for 86%. Turkey have the 39-35 4-point edge at the break. Led by the 14 points of Alperen Şengün. Behind that, 5 each from Bugrahan Tunçer. They all came in a flash. And from Melih Mahmut Tolu. Both of those 5-point hauls in the second quarter. Rather surprisingly, Shane Larkin has just the 4 points, taking just 2 shots. He's dished 3 assists. No doubt the story of the game so far has been Alperen Şengün, the Beşiktaş player who was a Turkish Junior League champion in 2019. He's stepping up very much in a senior capacity now, playing with Beşiktaş in the Turkish Super League and the FIBA Europe Cup. What a wonderful take-notice performance in the colours of his national team's jersey. A silver medalist at the FIBA Europe Under-18 Championship in Greece in 2019. A bronze medalist a year earlier at the Under-16 Championships in Serbia. Now doing it for the senior side in a big way, in a big game. Birgander with 11 points. Another relatively young player, 23, playing at centre for Sweden. He's had more of an impact returning to the national team setup than Jonas Jerebko has so far. We might see the best of Jerebko in crunch time in the second half, perhaps. Jerebko's only hit 1 of his 3 field goal attempts. He's got 4 points in the game altogether, 3 rebounds, an assist and a block. The block shot was his biggest moment so far. Well, this really is all to play for. If you're not aware of the situation, Sweden will be at EuroBasket 2022 if they can overturn this halftime deficit and get a win. If they lose by 8 or more and the Netherlands win later this evening on this court, Sweden would be eliminated. Turkey are eliminated if they lose. It's as simple as that for them. They will qualify if they win by 13 or more. And they could also qualify today if they win by 8 or more and the Netherlands beat Croatia. So Turkey not just trying to fire for the win here in the second half, but in a perfect world going for that 13-point winning margin, which would make it very simple for them and book their ticket to EuroBasket 2022. The spotlight on that young man there, who seems to be really cool and composed and enjoying the occasion. Happy to take on the NBA and EuroLeague legend, veteran Jonas Jerebko. Start of the second half, ball inbounds for Sweden. They trail by 4 at the break. Borg working with Birgander, he was the decoy, and Borg went all the way for the score. A perfect start for Sweden to the second half. Two points the margin. Mahmoud Tolu trying to break free for the three. Passes on responsibility. Back out. They shifted on to Larkin for three, and he got it again. Fading backwards off the floor. 2 threes for Larkin. And he might look to light up this second half now. Birgander prodded away almost. Berg moves it on. Masamba. Birgander running interference. Wants to get back on the ball and does so. Up against Chandler. Shoots over the top of the big man, and Borg following up. Playing with great energy and great dedication. Sweden back within a possession. Larkin blazes past Masamba, but mishandled by Urulu. That's the second time that's happened when Larkin's tried to fizz a pass out to him on the sideline. Shane Larkin with his 5th turnover of the game, but a few of them haven't been his fault. Jerebko with a big shot left wide open on the perimeter. Gets Sweden level. 42-42. Mahmoud Tolu. Got it by Borg. Larkin will go at it again. Working with Chandler. Takes on the long two. Nobody in front of him, but he misses the shot. A chance for Sweden to take the lead now, having trailed by 6. Borg. Good handle. How about the shooting? Spot on from Tobias Borg, who's taking charge at the start of the second half. 10 points for Borg. He's 4 of 6 from the field, and that's his first 3. Larkin up against Masamba. The pass high, and the finish for Chandler as the two Efes men combine. Sweden having come from 4 down to lead by 3. And Turkey now getting back within touch. Corner 3, open look, and another triple for Sweden. They have found their range from long range. Jonas Jerebko is coming to the fore. 10 points for him now. 2 threes in this third quarter already. He only made 1 field goal in the whole of the first half. Şengün wants to take it at Jerebko. Wriggles past him on the baseline. What a move from the 18-year-old, turning it on again. Alperen Şengün torching Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko wants some payback. Gets into 2-point range and gets hit. We saw a little moment between those two as they came back out onto the floor for the start of the second half. A little nod to each other that they were ready to go at it, and what a move that is. The finish wasn't easy. And he somehow found the room on the baseline to get past Jerebko. Jerebko for 3 again! A hat-trick of threes for Jonas Jerebko in 3.5 minutes at the start of the second half. 13 points in the game now, and 9 of them have come since half-time. Chandler for 3, he got it as well, the big man with the big shot. 2 teams looking to fire their way to EuroBasket 2022. Masamba. Guarded by Şengün. Here's Borg. He and Jerebko have hot hands right now for Sweden. Jerebko, he's fouled that time. Taking the quick release with Berk Urulu on top of him. And Urulu well aware of the danger. So Jerebko will go to the line for a chance to hit double figures for the quarter. Just 4 points in the first half, just 1 field goal for Jerebko. He's now up to 14. He's hit 3 threes. And now a pair of free throws since the break. We're not yet at the midway point of the quarter. Chandler. Mahmoud Tolu working behind the frame of Chandler, taking the ring road around the defense. Meli Mahmoud Tolu up against Jerebko, trying to shake him off. Wonderful display of dribbling and shooting from Meli Mahmoud Tolu. Borg into the land of the Giants, threw it backwards, almost threw it away. Masamba trying to save it, and the open floor for Mahmoud Tolu to score again. And Turkey for the tie now at 53. Nothing to separate these two over the first 2.5 quarters. The stakes are incredibly high, and the intensity has just been raised. A bit of conferring for the officials to do to try and make sure, with so much on the line, everything is correct from their point of view. But Sweden now have 3 players scoring in double figures. 15 for Jerebko to lead the way, 11 for Biergander in the first half, and then 10 for Borg. Turkey led by the 16 of Alperen Şengün. Mahmoud Tolu up to 9 now. Larkin and Chandler have 7 each. Just across the midway point of the third, 53-53. Samba doing his very best to try and save it, but couldn't find a teammate. Sweden will try and rediscover the lead. Cherapovic popped away from the rim and into Turkish hands. A chance for them to take the lead again. They led by 4 at the break before Sweden started with the surge at the start of this quarter. Chandler shifted around. It breaks kindly for Şengün, who tried to break the rim. Alperen Şengün putting on a show. And that's 18 points for the 18-year-old. Turkey by 2. And a turnover into the hands of Shane Larkin, who checks the rearview mirror and goes all the way. Larkin up to 9 off the back of his second steal. And Turkey are turning up the tempo. Timeout call by Hugo Lopez on the Swedish bench.
Attention, every position counts. We're up by 4 and we turn the ball over. Everybody's in the paint when you just kick it out. You get it back. Come on.
Over here. Jonas was over here, they collapsed it, and you took 8 dribbles. Let's go, next play.
Next play, okay?
Melvin, get in. Hey, but when we gotta run, guys, we got no team fouls, at least play physical, put him on the side, but no easy baskets.
If he posts up, Jonas.
Wow. Alperen Şengün just gets better and better. His night gets bigger and bigger. And Shane Larkin off the back of that, blocking the passing lane, holding off the challenge of Tobias Borg behind him. And 2 quick and emphatic scores from Turkey give them a 4-point edge. (57-53), 4 minutes and change remaining in the third. Sweden with the ball off the back of the timeout. And they turn it over. Coach wasn't happy with the turnovers, having done plenty of hard work to come from 4 down at the break to take the lead. They've turned it over again. That's their 11th turnover of the game, which is now 5 more than Turkey. Mahmoud Tolu. Turkey by 4 as Larkin gets free and looks to attack. That's the 3rd foul on Sweden here. In the 3rd, it's on Jerebko. Jerebko has been the man with the hot hand for Sweden in this quarter. He's just picked up his 3rd foul. He leads them with 15 points. Larkin, quick turnaround 3 off the mark, and a foul on the rebound is on Schengen. That's his 2nd. Only Sertaç Şanlı and Samet Giyek have 3 for Turkey. Nobody on 4. Appeals from the few in attendance here for a travel not given. Offensive rebound for Sweden. Löfberg slipping it to Birgander. Shot clock down to the final 5. Jerebko in the paint. Birgander back to Jerebko. And that time there is a turnover. He's not happy. There certainly was the extra step though. Mahmoud Tolu. Larkin. Schengen. Up for the battle, edge of the paint. And he puts another foul on Jonas Jerebko. Hugo Lopez left him on the floor on 3. Schengen, wise beyond his years, went at him again and forced the 4th on Jonas Jerebko, who will now have to go to the bench, perhaps until the very final stretch of the ball game, with Sweden down by 4. Oh, lovely pass and the finish as well from Chandler on the turnaround to the basket. Rubbing salt in Sweden's wounds, with Jerebko having to go to the bench. And Schengen, so often the scorer, turning provider. That time a 2nd foul on Birgander. Turkey up by 6. Very much in the ascendancy here, although they struggle at the line again, this time with Chandler. Only 7 of 13 from the stripe. It is still an ultra-tight game as Borg slices through. Big effort on the boards from Birgander, little up fake, hesitation and the score. Simon Birgander's first points of the 2nd half after 11 in the 1st. He's got a double-double now, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Meli Mahmoud Tolu off the mark. A man with unlimited range. And then working hard to get back on transition defense was Berk Urulu. Still Sweden ball, down by 4, but down Jonas Jerebko as well. 2 minutes and change remaining in the 3rd. The inbound to Margheriti. Tobias Borg gets free for the 3, misses it. And Chandler grabs a rebound. Larkin. 9 points, 4 assists, 2 steals for him so far. On the bounce, out it comes to this near side, slipped in to the talismanic teenager who twists and tortures and torments again and earns a trip to the foul line this time. Alperen Şengün, almost unplayable. He's been so big on the boards in terms of his physicality for such a young age in the paint, his boxing out, his anticipation, his post-up moves and his shooting game. He's had everything apart from free throws. Just 3 of 8 at the line so far. He's 7 of 9 from the field. He gets that one. If he can make a pair, he'll be up to 20 points for the game before the end of the third quarter. Instead, he's just 4 of 10 from the line now, 40%. Shooting 78% from the floor. Nonetheless, it is incredibly impressive. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and a block. He goes to the bench and has an appeal for possession. It's Turkey's ball up by 5, 98 seconds of the third to play. Hazard. He's had his own sizable impact on proceedings this afternoon. Hazard, high catch, near side. Mid-range shot, can't bank it in. There's Demirolu, but an offensive rebound for Turkey. And a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Chandler setting the high screen. Nice cut from the far side down the baseline, and the mid-air adjustment to get it to go from Hazard with another moment of magic. In this high-pressured situation, on a big night for their country, the young players are bringing it. But Johan Löfberg brings it right back to Turkey as he gets Sweden within 5. There's Demirolu. Here's Hazard. Chandler looking back out to the perimeter, then wants to take on Birgander. Can't get it. Spinning towards the baseline. Borg able to grab the rebound and go. And Hazard a foul. Turkey's 4th. The tie level with Sweden here in the third quarter. .27 seconds remaining of the third. So edgy, so nervy. It's only going to become more so as we close in on the final stretch of this incredibly tight and competitive and integral ball game to the two nations' hopes of qualifying for EuroBasket 2022. Chandler goes to the bench on 9 points. Panzer. 5 seconds the differential between shot and game clock at the end of the third. Panzer holding it to limit the time in which Turkey have to try and respond. Borg lost the handle on the ball, recovered. Still plenty of time here, 4 seconds to shoot. Little fake far side, nice use of the pivot foot. Not a good look at the basket though for Chirapovic. And time for Turkey to throw something up from the perimeter, off balance and off the mark from Metacan Pearson, and that will do it for a thrilling third. Turkey with a 5-point edge heading into the fourth, 62-57 in this must-win game against Sweden. That was the highest scoring quarter so far. Both offenses firing right from the get-go. Shane Larkin with a big-time 3, fading away beyond the sideline. And The tip in around the rim. But it was Jonas Jerebko who caught fire for Sweden. After that Borg basket. Jerebko 3 threes in the opening 3 minutes of the second half. Borg able to knock one down as well. The Swedish sharpshooters were firing, but Turkey were firing right back. Larkin finding Chandler. Sweden led by the 15 points of Jerebko, but he's since picked up his 4th foul and been forced to the bench by this man here. What a step-through post-up move from the 18-year-old Schengen, who is showing absolutely no fear up against Jerebko. And Schengen is the man writing the headlines at the moment. 19 points for the 18-year-old, 8 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and a block. It will all be decided over the next 10 minutes though. Turkey with the ball up by 5. Hazard, Larkin. Perhaps still haven't seen the best of Shane Larkin. He misses that 3. We certainly haven't seen the best of him, despite having a good effect on the ball game. He's 3 of 6 from the field for 9 points, 4 assists and 2 steals. And there's an offensive foul against Sweden's Johan Löfberg. Turnovers have been a big problem for them, particularly in the second half. Remember, it's not just the win that Turkey really want here this afternoon. They want a big win to punch their ticket to the tournament finals next year. A win by 13 or more would do that. And slicing through the defense again, Hazard, and the Besiktas boys are bringing it. The 22-year-old Hazard and the 18-year-old Schengen. Larkin almost flew out of the gym for the missed shot on the far side, despite the open look. I think it was Cherapovic. Jerebko has started this 4th quarter on the bench on his 4 fouls. And that'll be the break glass emergency situation for Hugo Lopez on the Sweden bench. And they'll want to try and stay within touch as long as they can before getting Jerebko back on the floor. Passing lane blocked off by Löfberg on the baseline. We're going to go to the benches very early in the 4th quarter, with Turkey having stretched their lead to 7 over Sweden with 8.5 minutes to play.
Bak, son olursa da aynı şey. Bu önemli, geri koşmak önemli. Bak, şöyle başlıyoruz. Buran sen sok. Şey, Samet, burası da şey olur.
That was another wonderful move, showing no fear attacking the basket from Hazard. Bursting through a mid-air seam of 2 Swedish defenders. He's got 8 points now. So the 2 Besiktas youngsters have combined for 27. It'll be a big help for them to be in this arena where their club side play. It's of course a big help for Turkey in general to be on home floor. They did so well in the bubble for the previous window. They're doing it again here. It's meant that the likes of Shane Larkin and Schengen, who play their club basketball here in Istanbul, can have such an effect. 21 points for Schengen as he scores off the inbound pass before his feet even touch the floor. Three-point shot far side goes down for Cherapovic. And Sweden close what had been the largest lead of the night for either team. 9 points down to 6. 8 minutes to play. Larkin directing traffic from deep. Schengen gets free on the perimeter. Three-point shot rejected into the hands of his teammate. And Sweden with the suffocating perimeter defense. Determined to fight their way back into contention, determined to fight their way to EuroBasket 2022. Cherapovic, he's just hit a three, trying to tie Larkin in knots, passes on the responsibility. Ramstedt battling his way towards the basket, and a foul. He's not played a great deal, Gayek, but he's just picked up his 4th foul in 7 minutes on court. There's the score off the inbound. Schengen over 20. And then he had a three-point shot blocked though. And Sweden looking to fire back and halve this deficit. Commanding take from Schengen. He's doing everything. It's a double-double now for the 18-year-old. 21 points, 10 rebounds. Low catch, Hazard steps into the open floor. Turns it over to Cherapovic. Tolu's going to come in. Schengen's going to go to the bench here on 21 points off 8 of 10 shooting. 10 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and a block. An efficiency rating of 29 so far. Panzer guarded by Larkin. Panzer showing no fear as well, going all the way to the window and laying it up and in, the 20-year-old for Sweden. And they're back within 4. And that's the 2nd foul on Sweden. Both of them on Löfberg here in this 4th quarter. You can understand emotions running high, particularly at this stage of proceedings, the penultimate game day of this qualifying campaign. Mahmoud Tolu off the inbound far side, closed down by Löfberg. Gets it back on the handoff, fires the 3. Mahmoud Tolu off the mark. Big offensive rebound of the save from Larkin after the hard work from Gayek on the boards. Tuncer, he's going to shoot a 3 and gets it. Bokrahan Tuncer. And Turkey are looking to hold Sweden at arm's length. 7 the lead, 6.5 to play. 8 points for Tuncer now, and an offensive foul from Sweden and another turnover. And it's their 14th turnover of the game, which is 6 more than their hosts. Stepping across using his shoulder. Adam Ramstedt setting the illegal screen that time. Their 3rd team foul of the 4th. Larkin from Mahmoud Tolu. 2 men who play their club basketball on opposite sides of the Istanbul divide, but teammates tonight. In tight quarters, the pass from Gayek towards Chandler. Tries to back down the rebound again and preserves possession for Turkey. Nine points, 3 rebounds and a block for Sertaç Chandler. It looks like they've changed that call and given it to Sweden. Down by 7, 6 minutes to play. Jerebko's back on the floor on 4 fouls here for Sweden. They've not waited long to unleash him back in the game again. And Gayek trying to get the steal off him. Instead, is the one to foul out. 5 fouls in 9 minutes on court for Samet Gayek. Using him to try and play some tenacious defense. Whenever he does get on the court, they don't have that weapon anymore. Panzer. Big Ender rolls inside. They go back out to Jerebko for the three, and he banks it in. Jonas Jerebko putting on a shooting show on his Sweden return. Jerebko up to 18 points, hits his 5th three, but answering right back is Tuncer. Bugrahan Tuncer restores the 7-point Turkish lead. Panzer with the Euro step through the paint. Some big plays in the 4th quarter from the young guard. Midway point of the 4th, a 5-point differential. 5 minutes to play. Tuncer starting to feel it, hits from mid-range this time. Tuncer up to 13 points. He's the 2nd leading scorer for Turkey. Their lead is 7 again. So many margins to keep an eye on down the final stretch. As these two nations go hard on every possession. Turn around, long two this time, doesn't go for Jerebko. And Turkey 2-on-1 in transition here. And a rejection high above the hoop from Panzer. The 20-year-old guard getting up and going down, taking a big hit beyond the baseline. And Turkey showing no mercy. As Sertaç Şanlı scores with Sweden short-handed. And they'll have to check on Panzer now, who made that huge effort. The 190 guard to get up and block the shot. 2 sets of players leaving it all on the hardwood in the name of their nations here this afternoon in Istanbul. We'll go to the 2 benches for a Sweden timeout. Turkey up by 9.
Okay, because I mean, we're just playing outside. If we are aggressive to the basket, we are going to draw fouls.
Doubling on my pick and roll here. I was right in, man. Right back. I just made
They're going to see, okay? And then, Simon, if in the last scenario we got to switch, we switch it, okay? But then everybody got to rebound. Huh?
I call it switch.
Yeah, you call it, okay? Let's go. Especially with Stanley.
A hard fall after a big effort up towards the hoop, and he was down beyond the baseline there as Şanlı put that one in. $11 points now for Şanlı, the 3rd Turkish scorer into double figures. Behind the 13 of Tuncer, who's hit some big shots here in the 4th. And the 21 for Alperen Şengün, who's hit some big shots all night long. This 9-point Turkey lead with around 4 minutes to play ties the largest lead of the night for either team. And it's a significant margin, because if Turkey are able to win by 8 or more, and the Netherlands beat Croatia later, then Turkey are into EuroBasket 2022. And in contrast, if Sweden lose by 8 or more, then they would be eliminated with the Netherlands win later. Tough call to take for Turkey. 4 minutes and change remaining. Koksal called for the foul. Borg on the ball for Sweden. Down by 9. Jerebko guarded tightly by Koksal. Almost lost the handle on the ball, recovered, slipped in. The bounce pass for the baseline, or backdoor cut. A look around to the baseline official. High, energetic cut down the baseline at the opposite end from Koksal. And the ball batted away. Jerebko walking the disciplinary tightrope right now on those 4 fouls. Able to get up and get a hand on the ball. Fine margins in a fine game in Istanbul this afternoon. Turkey hoping to open up the first double-digit lead. Hazard prodding and probing and penetrating. Can't pick out a teammate, but it is still possession for Turkey as the two young Besiktas players tried to combine. Larkin is set to come back in. Hazard to the bench. Coxell. Şengün still going. Grabs the loose ball. Tries to go again at Birgander. And he'll go to the line for two. Birgander playing some good defense that time. What has seemed an impossible task for a defender this evening. Up against the inspired Alperen Şengün. Inspired in every area, bar at the stripe, where he's just 4 of 10. Özgürnerv with 3.5 to play as he hits the first. It is the first double-digit lead for Turkey. And remember, if they...
Senden bir tane şey istiyorum. Bir kere şu tempoyu ayarla. Şimdi Şen burada. Melih neredesin? Buradayım abi. Vallahi bir dur bekle, söylemiyorum abi şey. Berk'le değişiyorsun. Melih burada. Alperen burada. Göksel'in burada. Buğra'nın burada. Melih çıkar gibi yap. Yukarı gel. Sanki screen yapacakmış gibi. Şey, buraya açılırken buradan gelip anında devrilmen lazım. Göksel'in erken çık.
Our apologies if we lost you for a moment there. One or two technical issues, hopefully back with you now for the dramatic finish as Masamba turns the ball over there trying to find Jerebko. And Turkey lead by 11, 78-67 with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Not just about the win for Turkey. Ideally, a win by 13 or more. They have a chance to hit that mark with the ball now off the back of the timeout. Tunçer. 13 points for him tonight. Larkin. Pass deflected up against the backboard. Into the hands of Şengün. Everything ending up with him. Coxell. They turn it over anyway. Tenth turnover of the night for Turkey. Final 3 minutes here. Sweden came into this one hoping to punch their ticket to the tournament finals with a win. Now they're just trying to survive. And not just survive, but thrive. Birgander throws it down on the alley-oop finish. A 9-point Turkey lead. Sweden, if they are going to lose, need to lose, ideally for them, by less than 8 points. Otherwise, they might yet be eliminated later on today. Tunçer for 3, no. Rebound Pantsar. Looking down the floor, has to put the brakes on, Jerebko. Pantsar, the youngster and the experienced veteran combining. Birgander into a good area. Can he get the bounce? No. Final 2 minutes. Turkey by 9. Larkin on the crossover up against Pantsar. Goes past him, giving him twisted blood, but an offensive foul. After Larkin danced with the defense, brought all the moves, but Sweden brought the defensive discipline. He got past Pantsar, but Borg with the big effort, digging his heels in on defense and happy to take a hit for his country. And that after the two-handed alley-oop finish from Birgander. So much to play for in the final 107 seconds here. Sweden now with a chance to get the deficit beneath 8, which means they will be in with a chance at least until the final games on Monday. Jerebko for 3, again, and again in the second half for Jonas Jerebko on his Swedish return. 21 points, 6 of 7 from downtown. It's a 6-point margin. Corner 3, big one for Turkey, and what a retaliation from Tuncer. A 3-point shooting show of the highest quality down the final stretch. Jerebko goes again, misses for just the second time from downtown in the game. And that should be the win for Turkey, but by how many? And that is so significant. Tuncer with a bounce pass this time to the far side. Schengen can't score. He's not missed many through the course of the game this evening. Pantsar to the far side, 3-point shot again. Sweden refused to wave the white flag. Cherapovic this time makes it a 6-point game. And in terms of the win, they might not be done just yet. Timeout called. This one going right down to the wire.
Oradan sokarsak 14 değil mi? Son top 26, 2 saniye mi kalıyor? Ben 2'ye 1 oraya gidersek yaparız. Öyle mi abi? Sertaç, Alperen dediniz.
Big plays down the final stretch. Birgander off the Pantsar pass. And then after that, a 3-point shot for Sweden from Jerebko, his 5th. In fact, his 6th of the game. And then another one from Cherapovic. And they are now only down by 6, despite this corner 3 in between from Tuncer. Off the 7th assist from Larkin. This current margin means that Sweden can't be eliminated today, even if the Netherlands do win against Croatia. You wonder how much Croatia will bring it, given they're already qualified. That's another thing to factor into the equation. The Netherlands fighting for their qualification lives. There's still so much to be decided over the final 40 seconds here, and then the final 3 games of Group D. One more later today, 2 more on Monday. Mahmoud Tolu. It's a 3 for Chandler, and he got it. Nothing but nylon for Sertaç Chandler. And on a must-win afternoon, Turkey are doing the job. And they strip Sweden of the ball. They still might have a chance of that 13-point margin as well. They're up by 11 with 21.6 to play. They're 2 points away from qualifying here and now for EuroBasket 2022.
Yeah, we inbound the ball from here. Okay? Yeah, we play Poco. The thing is like, Screen and come back out. We're running for Chris.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll screen for you.
Got it? Take care of each. If there's streets, you guys gotta take it.
Cut down if it's...
Yeah, okay? You guys gotta...
A big finish. Helped by the big centre, Sertaç Şanlı, who showed his range tonight. He's 2 of 3 from three-point land, and then the defence providing the platform from which to launch the offence. Tunçer up to 18 points. Şanlı up to 14. And the lead is up to 11, 86-75. If Turkey can win by 13 or more, they qualify for EuroBasket 2022. Sweden came into this one hoping for any win that would see them qualify, but instead now they're in an ominous position, knowing that they can be eliminated with this margin if Netherlands beat Croatia later on. They need to lose by less than 8 if they are going to lose. Čarapović, and high to the hoop to throw it down again. Birgander picking up the pieces. And it's a 9-point margin now, and a foul with 12.6 to play on Čarapović. So Turkey will go to the line for 2. Incredible drama in Istanbul. Čarapović was going for the basket. Birgander was there to give him 2 big helping hands. Once more, Turkey really want to win by more than 13. Sweden, if they're going to lose, really want to lose by less than 8. Tunçer hits the second, makes it a 10-point margin. So Sweden really could do with a 3. And it's a foul on Mahmut Tolu with minimal time taken off the clock. And Turkey now at the limit, so Sweden will go to the line for 2. Coach Hugo Lopez sweating on the Sweden bench. Borg could make it an 8-point deficit, but they need to lose by less than 8. Otherwise, they could be eliminated without playing, and it's only a 9-point margin now with 9.4 to play. Turkey's still 2 possessions away from the 13-point margin that they're looking for. Although, again, a foul on the rebound, so almost no time at all taken off the clock, and Şengün goes to the line. Well, he hit 4 of his first 10 for 40%, having been pretty much immaculate in everything else he's done tonight. But then, down the final stretch, he made his first pair in succession. So he's now 6 of 12. 2 huge ones to come here. His nation up by 9. His 23 points and 12 rebounds. The most integral part of that, but well flat on that free throw. He needs the next one just to make it a 1 possession that Turkey need to try and hit that 13-point margin, and he does. So they're up by 10. So ideally, for the perfect finish, Turkey want a defensive stop and a 3, and Larkin working ever so hard to try and provide it. Still Swedish ball, though, with 8.2 to play. Jerebko has done really well playing on 4 fouls and continue to score, but Sweden look like they're going to fall short. They need a 3 as well to reduce the arrears. Ball goes inside, though, looking for the 2. Birgander, and a foul. Not sure if the players are perfectly aware of the situation. Birgander to the line to try and make it an 8-point margin, but from my understanding, Sweden needed to lose by less than 8. If that is indeed the case, as the build-up has suggested. And I'm not so sure why Sweden didn't try and create a three there. They're down by 8. 3.5 to play. Turkey aren't going to get that 13-point margin now. Sweden won by 7 in the previous meeting with Turkey, so Turkey are winning the head-to-head now between the two. That could be pivotal. But there's the performance of the Netherlands to factor in as well. Will they turn it over, do they? No, they escape. And they get the final shot away as well. And Turkey are still very much in the hunt for EuroBasket 2022. They've avoided elimination here this afternoon. They've taken the chance of qualification here on game day 5 away from Sweden. But both nations live to go again. 88-80 the final score. Turkey take the head-to-head by just a single point. They shot the ball well inside and out. Only struggled from the foul line. Rebounding numbers equal. Sweden punished for 5 additional turnovers. Tough to take for Jonas Jerebko in particular on his return to the national team for the first time in 8 years, putting up 21 points in defeat. But how about the performance of the 18-year-old? Şengün for Turkey with 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals and 1 block. A complete stat line. Turkey had to win, and they have done. And what a game it was, as we see some of the best moments from an enthralling second half. Big and a big for Sweden. Borg had a really big half as well, but ultimately to no avail. And Jonas Jerebko lit it up from long range, particularly at the start of the half. Larkin more of a provider than a scorer in the end. Finished with 7 assists. Sertaç Şanlı, his Efes teammate, with 14 points. Sweden started to fire from long range, knocked down 11 threes at 42% accuracy in the game, but Turkey pretty much kept up in that regard. 10 threes at 42%. Mahmut Tolu. And even Şanlı, a threat on the perimeter. He knocked down a couple, the big centre. Another Efes player, Bugrahan Tuncer, had 19 points, and the Fenerbahce man, Melih Mahmut Tolu, contributed 9. But what about this young man? A big stat line, and there a big finish from a man who surely has a very big future. And what the 8-point win means for Turkey is they beat Sweden in the head-to-head by a single point. And the significance of that is that when the Netherlands face Croatia in the next game here later this evening, if the Netherlands win, then Turkey qualify and Sweden are eliminated. So it is out of the Swedes' hands. They'll be cheering on Croatia later on. It was a big finish from Turkey. 23 third-quarter points and then 26 fourth-quarter points. The best offensive quarter for either team through the course of the game. And despite the best efforts of Jerebko, who knocked down 6 threes, it wasn't enough. And Birgander with the big plays inside, Sweden just falling short. I have to say, it was one of the big games of the weekend, the big build-up, and it did not disappoint. It's Turkey who get the win. We'll see what that means for the group. Still so much to be decided. They're in second at the moment. Croatia are qualified. They will take on the Netherlands here very shortly. And if the Netherlands win that, well, then Sweden are eliminated.
So a win would actually secure a ticket for you today, but instead you put yourself in a bad position. What are your thoughts about the game?
I think we did a good beginning of the game, came up running, had some good shots, some good stops. When they started playing out more aggressive, it was more tough for us. We had some turnovers, that was unforced. In the end, we lost by 8, we lost by the average and a couple points, but I mean, we still got a chance now against Netherlands if they, depending on how the results go.
How hard is it to wait for the game between the Netherlands and the Croatia now?
I mean, it's tough, of course. It's a little bit nervous for us, but I mean, we'll just hope for the best and do our best on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you.